A certification can tell me that you have studied IAM. A strong portfolio project can show me how you think. And when I'm screening someone who has never held an IAM job before, that difference can be what moves you from interested in IAM to worth interviewing. In this video, I'm going to show you the beginner IAM portfolio project I would build first, what each project proves to an employer, how to put the work on your CV and LinkedIn, and how to talk about it in an interview without pretending it was paid experience. If you're trying to move from another career into cyber, this will give you a practical place to start. Hi, I'm Gough. I'm a cybersecurity recruiter and career coach. If you're new here, welcome. And on this channel, I help people make better decisions about breaking into cybersecurity and getting hired. Now, let us start with an important point about demand. IAM, identity and access management, matters because almost every organization has the same basic problem, which is who should have access? What should they have access to? Who approves it? What changes when someone moves roles? And how quickly is access removed when somebody leaves the business? This sits across cybersecurity, it's across IT, cloud, risk, compliance, and day-to-day business operation. Now, in 2025, the ISC2 Squared Cybersecurity Workforce Study, there were more than 16,000 cyber professionals who took part. Now, among the respondents focused on cloud security skills, 35% identified IAM as a skills need. Microsoft also reported that identity-based attacks increased by 32% in the first half of last year. So the demand for identity skills is very real. But here is the recruiter warning. Demand doesn't mean employers will automatically hire someone with no experience. One certification and maybe a few screenshots, because the market needs people who understand access risk, process, and how to communicate. So strong soft skills. Your portfolio needs to prove some of that. Now, what an IAM portfolio needs to prove when I look at a beginner portfolio is I'm not expecting you to have designed the identity system for a bank, but I do want evidence that you can understand a basic business problem, identify the access risk, you can follow a logical process, document what you found, and make sensible recommendations. The strongest beginner project is not always the most complicated lab, and that's where some people get confused. It's usually the one a recruiter or hiring manager can easily understand in 2 minutes. Now, one strong project is better than several shallow projects that copied from the same online tutorial. Now, let's talk about project one, an access review. If you only build one IAM project, I would start with an access review. Let's talk a little bit about what that is. An access review is simply checking whether people still have the access they need and whether they have access they should no longer have. I recommend creating a fictional company with 3 departments. Let's say finance, HR, and IT. Then build a spreadsheet with 30 to 50 fictional users. I want you to include their job title, the department they work in, manager, systems, group membership, level of access, and a short business justification. Then review it. Look for someone who changed departments but kept their old access. Maybe a contractor whose end date had passed, or a standard user with administrator access. Then document what you would remove, what you would keep, who should apply, the decision, and why. You do not need to make this highly technical, you really don't. Show least privilege thinking, which means giving people the access they need to do their job, but no more. Now, from mine, a recruiter's perspective, this project works well because it gives you something concrete to discuss. Now, I recommend on your resume, you could write something like this: created a simulated access review for 40 users across finance, HR, and IT. Identified excessive and outdated permissions, documented business justification, and recommended least privilege change. Now, the word simulated matters because you are showing initiative without presenting the project as paid commercial experience. Okay, let's move on to project number 2. So the second project is especially useful if you work in help desk, admin, HR, IT support, or operations. I recommend creating a joiner, mover, and leaver workflow showing what would happen if someone joins an org, changes roles, or leaves. Who requests and approves that? Who creates the account? When should it begin? If somebody changes jobs, what old access must be removed? And when somebody leaves, who tells IT and how quickly is access removed? I would map the full process on one page, then add a few risk scenarios. Maybe a contractor stays active after their contract ends, or an employee moves from finance to sales but still keeps access to the finance. These are all things that need to be checked. Explain the risk in very plain English and recommend a control. Now, once again, from a recruiter's perspective, this project proves to me that you understand IAM as a business process, not just a piece of software. I can then take that to the hiring manager and show actual proof that you understand what you're talking about. On your CV, you should put something like mapped a simulated joiner, mover, and leaver process covering access requests, approval, provisioning, role changes, and deprovisioning. Then identified control gaps and recommended process improvement. If you already work in support, you may recognize parts of this from password resets or account creation or ticket queue. That is very transferable experience, even if your job title doesn't contain the word cybersecurity. Okay, now on to project 3, a practical Microsoft Entra ID lab. This gives you some technical evidence, but keep it focused. I recommend creating a fictional company with a few users across finance, HR, and IT. Create role-based groups, assign the users appropriate access, and then apply for multi-factor authentication or a simple conditional access policy. Then simulate one employee changing role. Show what old access you would remove, what new access you would add, and who should approve it. Then document each decision, once again in very plain English, easy to understand. Many beginners create users and group, take screenshots, and call that a portfolio. A screenshot isn't a portfolio. The explanation is the portfolio. Tell me what you configured, why you configured it, what risk does it reduce, and what would you review later. Now, when writing this on your CV, your bullet point could be as follows: built a simulated Microsoft Entra ID lab using role-based groups, access assignments, and multi-factor authentication. Then documented an employee role change and the associated access decision. Keep the lab small, keep it enough to explain every decision, and always use fictional information. Okay, so after talking through 3 different ideas, which project should you build? Well, you do not need to build all 3. I would choose one based on the experience you already have, whether that's help desk or IT support. If that's help desk or IT support, start with the join and mover and leaver workflow, then add the Entra ID lab if you want to demonstrate the technical side. If you're coming from audit, GRC, or compliance, start with the access review. Maybe cloud or systems background, the Entra ID lab may be the strongest fit. If you're HR, admin, or operations, then the join and move and leaver process is credible because you already understand people, you understand approvals and business process. To remind you, the goal is not to hide your background. The goal is to connect your background to the work, and that's key. Now let's talk about how to package the project. So let us make the project easy for an employer to review. Use the same 7-part structure every time. 1, the scenario. 2, the business problem. 3, the access risk. 4, what you built or review. 5, the evidence. 6, your recommendation. 7, what you learn and what you would do differently in a real environment. Now, this could be a 4 to 6 page PDF, a clean Notion page, a simple GitHub, or you do not need a complicated website, okay? Put the strongest project in the featured section of your LinkedIn and add a clear link on your CV. Use a specific title such as IAM Access Review Project and 2-sentence summary of the problem and outcome. Recruiters work quickly. Don't make someone hunt through folders to understand what you did. So this moves us on. You might be thinking, how do we talk about this in an interview? So I want to spend a little bit of time on this. When you get an interview, do not recite the definition of an access review. Rather, tell the story of your project. Something like, I created a simulated company with 40 users across 3 different departments. I then compared each person's role with their access. Then I identified outdated group membership, contractor accounts, and admin permissions that did not have clear business justification. I then documented the risk, proposed which access should be removed or revalidated, and explained who should approve each decision. It taught me that IAM is not just account admin, it's evidence, ownership, it's communication and risk. Now, that answer is honest. It shows real practical thinking and gives the interviewer useful areas to explore. But be ready to explain why you prioritize one risk. Be ready to talk about what information was missing or who should approve the change and what would be different in a real company. If you can answer those clearly, your project is doing its job. So what not to do before you start building? Let's avoid these mistakes. Don't claim that a lab is paid IAM experience. Do not upload screenshots without explanation, and do not copy a template you can't explain. Don't build 10 shallow projects instead of one really strong case study. Employers hire people to solve access problems, to manage risk and work with the business. The tool supports that work. It is not the whole job. So here is the plan I would follow. If I were doing this over a 30-day period, in week 1, choose one project and write the fictional scenario. In the second week, build the spreadsheet, workflow, or lab. And in week 3, turn it into a clear case study, ask someone to review it. Week 4, then add it to your CV, your LinkedIn, and practice a 60-second explanation and start applying. Search beyond just cybersecurity analyst. Look for IAM analyst, identity analyst, access management analyst, identity governance analyst, provisioning analyst, junior entry ID roles, and IT security roles that have identity responsibility. There are so many different ones out there. Read the job description carefully, then adjust the language in your CV so the project evidence matches the work the employer is actually looking for. If you want to move into IAM, build one credible project. Explain the business problem, show your evidence, be honest about what was simulated, and practice talking about your decision. Comment below IAM project and tell me your current background. Are you coming from help desk, IT support, cloud audit, university, or something completely different? I want to know. I will help tell you which of these projects I would build first. And if you have not watched my IAM career roadmap yet, watch that next, because it will help you understand the exact roles, skills, and pathway that this portfolio is designed to support. I'll leave the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate all your support, and I really hope you find these useful. Comment below where you are in your cyber journey. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep leveling up your career.